Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ba'd. So we've been reading from the book Riyadus Salihin, and we left off at about hadith number 600. So we're going to skip about 800 hadiths. We're going to skip 600 hadiths, and we're going to go to hadith number 1204, inshallah. Because Ramadan is around the corner, and I want to speak about the hadiths about zakah and about Ramadan. So we're skipping, and then we'll come back after Ramadan, inshallah. وعن ابن عمر رضي الله عنهما أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال. So Abdullah ibn Umar said that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, بُنِيَ الْإِسْلَامُ عَلَى خَمْسٍ, that Islam is built upon 5, meaning 5 things. شهادة أن لا إله إلا الله, to declare that there is no God besides Allah. وَأَنَّ مُحَمَّدًا عَبْدُهُ وَرَسُولُهُ, and that Muhammad is his servant and his messenger. وَإِقَامِ الصَّلَاةِ, and the establishment of prayer. وَإِيتَاءِ الزَّكَاةِ, and paying of the mandatory charity. وَحَجِّ الْبَيْتِ, and doing Hajj, doing pilgrimage of the house, meaning the Kaaba. وَصَوْمِ Ramadan, and fasting in the month of Ramadan. This is in Bukhari and Muslim. So here I want to emphasize that there are 5 what we call the pillars of Islam, Arkanul Islam. And a pillar is something that holds up a building or holds up a construction. So imagine if you had like a building and there were no walls, and they would have 4 pillars on all the sides, and they needed 1 pillar in the middle. The Shahada, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, is the pillar in the middle, the most important one. But you also need the other pillars around there. One of them is weak, one of them is missing, your structure is not going to be stable. That structure can break. Every single pillar is important. The one I want to emphasize is zakah. Zakah is a pillar of Islam. It's an obligation in Islam, and it's a pillar of Islam. And it's something that I think there are many Muslims in the world who either don't understand zakah properly, or they don't see the importance of zakah. The importance of zakah should be very, very clear, is that it's a pillar of Islam. It's next to prayer. It's mentioned with prayer, it's mentioned with fasting, so it is something extremely important. In terms of not understanding properly, I'm going to be mentioning some few reminders about zakah and its rulings. The first thing is that zakah is due every single year. Every Muslim who can afford it has to pay zakah every year. And what is that? What does it do? It's not due whenever you feel like it. The way zakah works is the first time in your life that you possessed the amount of 3 ounces of gold or more, let's say about $4,500, $5,000. So the first time you mark your calendar, Islamic Hijri date. 1 year from that time, 1 lunar year, which is how many days in the Islamic calendar? How many days in the Gregorian calendar? 365. How many days in the Islamic calendar? 354. Which is why Ramadan keeps going back around approximately 11 days every single year. So what happens is you have to be paying every lunar year. So you mark your date, the following lunar year, 354 days later, you need to be paying zakah, 2.5% on your wealth. I'll continue to explain more issues inshallah ta'ala, but I just want to start by saying zakah is very important. Do not take it lightly. If you don't know what your date to pay zakah is, please talk to me. I'm going to explain to you how to calculate. You need to know what day of the year your zakah is due, because it's due on that day. And if you don't pay it and you pay it late, it's late. It's like missing your prayer. And if you don't know when it is, and you don't know what you're doing and how to pay zakah, find out how to pay zakah. It's extremely important. We have a zakah seminar on our YouTube channel as well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to fulfill all of the pillars of Islam and keep our faith strong. Ameen. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum.